Hi, everyone. Welcome to Chi Life Center. It's me, Isa, and I have my friend guest here with me, Gordon. Say hi, Gordon, to everyone.
Hi, my name's Gordon. I'm a Reiki Master teacher, and I know a lot about crystals. I don't know if I'm a crystal master, crystal expert, but Isa and I have done quite a few crystal workshops together. So uh, that's the phantom quartz crystal that Isa was showing you right there.
Yes. So we'll talk more about it. I'll talk about it in a little bit. So let's get this going here. So hi, everyone. So I have a little bit of information here on the Ghost Phantom Crystal or the Ghost Phantom Quartz Crystal, also called the Phantom Crystal. And the crystal, it generally helps with spirituality, spiritual topics, spiritual growth, awareness. It can help you with wisdom. You can use it to increase your positivity and increase positive results in different areas of your life. Okay. And the motivation for this crystal is that it is very inspirational and it's very creative and it increases your study ability. So if you want to study something, you can have it as a motivation, right? So you have the energy, but the crystals, they can amplify that. Okay. Now, Lodolite is this crystal, and there's a variety. There's many different quartz that are under the phantom crystal category. All right. And Lodolite is a powerful crystal for emotional healing, and it helps you with, like I said before, learning and understanding even past traumas from past life and just from your past present life as well. Okay. Now, the phantom quartz, it is a lodolite and it has a moss-like inclusion inside of it. So what does that mean? So I had to get my 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 little stethoscope thing here. And when I looked at this one, I could tell, you can tell, let me bring it to this camera. I had to use this camera. You can tell that there's something inside of it, right? So I'm trying to have you see it right here. And when I looked at it, this one is red. So this one would be for the root chakra, but I'll get to that later. And I ordered it online. It came in this little box. And I told the person I was ordering it from that I was making a video. So I'll share this link on my Amazon account of when I ordered this from someone that sells a whole bunch of crystals. And I like it. Like this one, I could use it as a pendant. But for this one, I want to hold it in my hand, and I've been using it. And I tell you, I feel like I felt the energy with this crystal when I was using it. So, and my own projection on it too, I really like it. Okay. And I love that I could use it for finding things on a map, right? So, like a pendulum, right? So I could use it for that. Now, I like to get detailed information on the crystals, like where it came from, stuff like that. I'm very inquisitive like that. So this one, okay, it's usually found in Austria, Brazil, Madagascar, Switzerland, and in the US. All right.
Now, these are fairly easy crystals to get hold of. I know it's probably one you've never heard of before, but they're pretty easy to get on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and all these regular little crystal places. And they're not real expensive, $5, $10. You're not really paying out a lot for these. It's pretty easy to get hold of.
Very nice. And one more thing before I have Gordon talk about the use of it and the purpose and the metaphysical properties is that people use these crystals and they have experiences with them in the metaphysical practice, in the metaphysical world. And there's so many different myths and legends associated with this crystal, just like other crystals. Okay. So I'm going to have Gordon now talk about the well, let me say this first before he does the metaphysical healing part, is that it's considered a sacred earth stone, and Gordon can elaborate on that too. And the quartz has, different vibrations to it. It connects to nature spirits and nature beings, and it holds information within the crystal, because we know we can program our crystals for different things. So I really like this, that it's an earth stone. It's vibing on the element and the planet for the earth. So I thought that was really interesting. All right, Gordon. So let them know some metaphysical healing that they can do with this crystal.
As Isa said, it's a sacred earth stone. Many crystals hold information. Probably one of the most common is called Lemurian Quartz, which has a lot of fracture lines inside of it. And what all these fracture lines and inclusions are were the way that Lemurians stored information. They stored information inside of crystals. So all these inclusions in there actually do store. And if you know someone that can hold this in their hand, they can actually even probably see the information in their mind, which comes out from this. Metaphysical healing, protection from outside influences, psychic attacks, negativity, evil spirits, feeling down, feelings of despair. Many crystals are like this, many of the black ones, obsidian, black tourmaline, jade. There are quite a few stones which actually do what this does. Hold reincarnation cycles and karma, receive messages from angels, help with astral travel and telepathy, helps with meditation. When you meditate, if you want to meditate and you hold this in your left hand, because your left hand is the receiving end, and the right hand is the transmitting hand. The energy goes out of. Carry messages from other worlds, dimensions, and times, past, present, and future. This all comes from the inclusions, and the inclusions are the things that hold this information. Redirect any negative or dark energies around you. Defends against negativity by surrounding itself with intense white radiant light. This is because it has an angelic or angelic and archangel, archangels or the influence as well. It connects up with archangels and angels, also known as a stone of awareness and the stone of the higher mind by Carl Jung.
Yes, the stone of the higher mind.
It's a stone that's very it's very connected with a lot of mysticism and connected with angelic influences and energetic influences within the universe.
Very nice. Yes, very true. Yes. And we're going to get on to the chakra information. Now, this one you can connect to the third eye and also to the crown chakra as well. So if, like, for me, if I'm doing Reiki, I would put that, next to the person in alignment close enough to that area. But this one is definitely for the root. So, and you can tell by what the color is inside, right? So now I have a chart here of the different phantom crystals and the colors and what they're, what chakra they relate to. So a maroon, red, or brown color would be the root chakra. A purple or milky white, light gray can be the crown. The blue is the throat. Green is the heart chakra. Yellow or any color close to yellow is the solar plexus. Orange or in any shades of orange would be the sacral. And black, gray, or dark gray is the root. And I have that also listed for the root as well. So the root is kind of there twice. Now, a meditation that I would like to do with this stone here, okay, with the phantom, is the third eye and the crown meditation. It brings clarity and peace to your mind. It releases past traumas. You can use it in combination with the smoky quartz to help release all trauma, all over the body, but you can use it for the lower chakras. You can place it at your feet or as a wand in Reiki and other traditional cleansing healing practices. You can use it in mindfulness meditation. So you're being in the present moment, and this increases your awareness when you're in mindfulness meditation. Okay. And Vipassana is another meditation that it gives you clear insight, it clear seeing, and also any kind of special seeing that you need. Okay. So any kind of yoga meditation where you have to be in the present moment, it helps you to open your mind with intuition, moving past any kind of limited thoughts and limited beliefs that we may have. So it's kind of like reprogramming your mind. You can use that within that practice. Okay. And it's great for self-reflection after any kind of experience or meditation. So say you just did a meditation and you really need to, you might have a notebook, because you know when you're meditating, things will come to you, you write it down right after, right? So if you're doing a self-reflection, you're reviewing what happened and how you could have done it better or how to avoid it. This crystal can help you with that. You're using it as a tool because you have that with you. So it's like a focusing point. Okay. It's not like the stone is going to just do it by itself. You have to be, willing and charged up yourself. And this is like your visual focusing point. So that adds energy to it. All right. So this is the information I wanted to share on the crystal. And I love the fact that it has an angelic presence as well. So, if you're working with this, I feel you can connect with any of the archangels or any guardian angels, but whichever chakra you're working on, there's also associated angels for that chakra. So you can also tap into that energy as well. And we also talk about, we've also talked about angels, and we've done Reiki practices and crystal workshops together. So, we'll be back online to fill in more on that. So if you guys are watching this video and you have some questions about what we just talked about, the phantom quartz crystal, definitely let us know. Gordon, do you have some other things to say?
No, just you said you were going to talk about Reiki.
Yes. So yes, let's talk about a little bit about the Reiki. So with this one, this is the root chakra. So I'll focus in on this one. When we're using this for Reiki, this is to help. We can use it, say, with past trauma. I think that one is really good, right? So if you are giving yourself self Reiki and you know that you just might have experienced something in the present moment that kind of triggers a past memory, then this would be a good crystal, and it cleanses itself as well. I like that. But you can also put it in a pot of dirt and have it just sit there, right? In the full moon. Never charge a crystal in any of the eclipses, solar eclipse, lunar eclipses, chaotic energy of the sun readjusting. So we don't want to do that. That's a whole other topic. But in a full moon or a new moon, it cleanses itself. But for me, when I hear that, I'm like, great, but let me just do a little something, something. So I just like to put it in the dirt because it's considered the earth, the stone for the earth, our planet. So you can do that. And you're working with past trauma, so you're just kind of sending that energy to it. And when you practice meditation or qigong or Reiki, you do learn a lot of different meditation techniques. And what I like with learning qigong and medical qigong is that you get more detail. It's like another level after Reiki, and more information. So you can just kind of send that to this crystal, and whenever you send it to the crystal, the thought is that it's getting cleansed and recycled. Okay, this is the thought. So from years of teaching energy healing, people go, well, I'm sending the energy. What's going to happen to it there? Right? Because these are usually, caring, good people that are like, I don't want to leave any bad juju anywhere. So it's like it cleanses itself and it recycles itself. It reincarnates itself into positive energy. Whatever that energy is, just think of it as flipping it into the positive, right? Changing a negative to a positive. So when you send it to this crystal, it automatically cleanses it and just transforms it into something positive, the opposite of that negative emotion, a positive virtue, a virtue. Okay. So you can hold it and just send that energy to it, whatever that past trauma was, fear, guilt, being afraid, whatever that is. And you can do that with this crystal in your Reiki practice. You can have it cleanse through the body, kind of do a loop of the body, if you will, kind of clearing it, or you could go down from the head to the feet and then the same thing. And you don't have to extend your arm all the way down. You are focusing and visualizing it going all the way down to your feet, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. That's one thing I like to teach, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. The idea of perfection causes more stress. Just you're setting that intention. That's the key word. Setting an intention, setting an intention. So even though this is for the root chakra, we have that meridian system flowing through our body. So everything is connected. So you can set it at the root chakra. You can't see me right now, but you can hold it by the root chakra, and you're setting that intention to cleanse your body of, and it's a root chakra word. So not feeling stable, not feeling safe, not feeling secure, right? Wanting a steady foundation, a strong foundation, right? So it's all the root causes of any other type of issue. So root of any issue, right? That's how powerful the root chakra is. So you set that intention, and then you're just clearing, kind of like you're saging yourself. I like to use it like that. Okay. And then once you're done, you just set the intent that this is cleansed, and it turned that negative thoughts, negative emotion into the positive. Some simple statement like that. And you can just sit it in I would sit it in a pot of dirt that's just for cleansing. And you can always, after you cleanse it, you can always put it next to a tree and all of that, and another plant. But I personally wouldn't cleanse it with where a plant is. I don't want to give that plant that energy. So if you study plants, and Gordon has too, and I have, we know that they can feel the energy of the room, of people, and so on, and of other plants. So you want to cleanse it in its own little dirt pot to itself. And I'm looking at one of mine right there. But yeah, that's what you would do. You just use it that way in your Reiki practice. And when you start your Reiki practice, it's a good idea to say the 5 principles. It's kind of a little meditation, and set your intent, right? So even though you might not feel all of those 5 principles because you're feeling stressed out, rightfully so, or upset or hurt or whatever that emotion is, you say it, because then it's going to just switch your mind into that healing movement, right? That healing mindset. And then you do your Reiki practice, whichever one you have. You don't have to run out and get all 7 different ones to work. Just take this one, set it at that root chakra, or whichever chakra you feel, maybe it's your throat, and then just use it for that. And another thing I'd like to say is that working with angels, because I'm doing this on my other channel, on my tarot and esoteric channel, and I'm gonna be doing it on this channel as well, talking about angels, is that when you get this, you can ask your guardian angel and an archangel that you want to work with to help with this, right? You could program that archangel into that crystal, even if you'd like. So find out which angel is for which chakra. And I didn't pull that up yet, but I could easily pull that up. Gordon, you want to pull up all the angels that are associated? I'll pull it up right now. All the angels that are associated with the chakras, and then you can just work with it that way. So that's just one way that you can work with this crystal. I love it. I'm like talking about it. I'm all excited. So yes. All right. So let's see. So here's one. So this website has so many pop-ups. It's ridiculous. So I'll have this right here for you guys. Let me flip it over right here. All right. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, definitely let us know. Gordon, is there anything else that you want to say about the chakras, about angels, or share anything?
The major four archangels are all Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Uriel are the
Main ones.
all big ones. And Archangel Michael, which I was just hearing about recently, he's called an archangel, but he's not only an ascended master, he's even way above that. He's called an archangel, but he's actually pretty much up to the seraphim level, actually, in terms of what he can do. And the amount of influence you can do. So those are the most common ones, and Metatron is another one,
right?
Which doesn't get enough air. He doesn't get enough airtime, and he's one of the very important.
I know, and I see the angels here associated with the different chakras, but I'll post it in the comments because some of the alignments here I don't vibe with. But I will share them with you in the comments, and we'll do a special video on the angels, and then we'll bring that out to you. But we'll definitely look that up and have that as your own personal guide. And sometimes you might see a list and you might not vibe with that. You might feel like working with a different angel for that chakra. That's perfectly fine. It's up to you. So I just want to put that in there. You have to actually feel what you're connecting to. All right, so that's it for this video. I really enjoy talking about crystals, and especially this crystals, and we'll do another video in the future until in the future when I'll be able to do a workshop in person. But online you can reach so many people all over the world, and I love it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please click like and definitely hit subscribe. That will help the channel grow so that we can go live, because I want to go live here on Chi Life Center. And you can find me on YouTube and on Instagram, also on Twitter. All right. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Bye-bye.